Ladies and gentlemen, today's shitty album review is for the debut album of Five Finger Death Punch, The Way of the Fist. Five Finger Death Punch are a groove metal band that formed in Las Vegas, Nevada, where the shittiest walks of life inhabit. I first heard about this band in some comment section on YouTube. Someone was calling them the new Pantera, but upon checking this band out, I must state firmly, this band is the antithesis of Pantera, at least as far as memorability and craft. They are not even worth comparing to the earlier band. Let's look at the album cover. This is the kind of album cover that puts me to sleep. This doesn't look metal at all. It just looks like some crappy graphic design that you find on boxes for gender-oriented toys in Target and Sam's Club, or Affliction apparel for grade school boys. They just released their sophomore album last month and its artwork has the same problem as this one. It looks like a 4Kids Entertainment cartoon. Oh yes, and that company can have their fingers chopped off for all that censorship they are responsible for. This is not what a metal album cover is supposed to look like. These are metal album covers. This looks like a metal album cover for babies. The difference is obvious to real metal fans. Speaking of fans, they all look like low-income people and mostly reside within the center of the United States. Their vocalist, Ian Moody, is a third-rate version of Phil Anselmo and is even worse when it comes to writing lyrics. Just his name gives me the giggles, because it makes me think of that one children's novel series Judy Moody, and that one book with the pug in the cover with the spiral eyes. Those were books that girls read, anyway. If I were him I'd change my name to something different, because it just sounds goofy. He's terribly melodramatic and every word he utters sounds whiny and retarded. They are mostly screamed or have some sort of grit to them. How he can consistently bitch and moan into the microphone that much with that Valley Boy tone is beyond my imagination. The album actually starts off with one of these pitiful yells. For some reason, he shouts right over and over. It doesn't start the album off with good footing with such a distasteful tidbit. It uses with a lack of self-awareness. His lyricism is atrocious with none of the wit Phil Anselmo has. Here is an example of the lyrics. The track is called Ashes. I've been called so many fucking things it doesn't affect me in the least. I've stolen, lied, been crucified but I don't regret a thing. I'm an egocentric masochist with a sadist point oblique. Why should we care? Ian, you don't understand me and you probably never will. I got a tendency to self-destruct and a soft spot for the filth. A hair-trigger temperament, a switchblade for a tongue. I'm a walking one-man genocide with a black belt in corrupt. This sounds like the kind of wordplay some soccer mom at the gas station would come up with after driving her kids around all day in response to them begging for frozen yogurt. The balance of tone is very shifty and I can't tell whether he's aggressive or suicidal once he says the line. I am a walking one-man genocide. Well, now that doesn't sound poetically flimsy. He sounds like a guy who shoots himself in the foot a lot. That's a common tendency with the lyricism from these metalcore bands. Here are lyrics from the second song in the album, the title track. Deserve it, you earned it, got yourself a fucking war. Believe it, you need it, fasten down on the fucking floor. I hate it, can't take it. Wanna break your fucking bones. No mercy, you faggot. Sold left it all alone. There's never any clues into concrete information about why Ian Moody is so moody and upset. These lyrics could have all been written by some fat sweaty teenager who walks 3 miles to school every day. The last 3 lines have no clarity to them. First, he's saying something you shouldn't say to anyone in public. Second, he's using faggot, as if it gives him a macho edge. Third, he's referring to something that's old been left alone, but the person listening doesn't have any clue as to what that is. Then there's the devil's own. It's because of you I'm broken, it's because of you I'm dead inside, I never asked to be here, it's because of you I'm God forsaken, I never wanted this, it's because of you I'm dead inside. Where did I go wrong? Who was I supposed to be? No matter what I'd done, you've always criticized me. What did I do wrong? What was I supposed to be? When it's said and done, will you remember me? Just reading these lyrics, I feel like I have to turn in early for the night. Those are at least 12 lines from the song and each and every one of them is chock full of melodrama cliches and far too overstating for the music that glues this lead together. It's as if I'm a psychotherapist for an impoverished, badly dressed preteen in a New Line Cinema film, and I'm not getting through to the little shit. I feel like I should receive a wage for merely reading these damn energy-straining lines of lyrics. Then it just persists with absolute crap, like in White Knuckles. Sick of being sick and tired, sick of understanding. Fuck it all. Tired of feeling sick to my stomach. Demons inside command me. They are saying, crush it, break it, smash it, fucking kill 'em all. Laugh, as it falls away. I won't dodge another silver bullet. Just to save a little face. I'll light the match, the flame, the fuse, the bomb. Rescue the world from slavery. I wanna torch it, burn it, scorch it, fucking stomp it out, laugh, as it blows away. I won't eat another rotten apple. Oh, I've grown to like the taste. You'd think the first 6 tracks of this pseudo-aggression would have sufficed the singer's shoulder chip, but these hyper-inflated so-called enraged lines will appear until the very last note of this album, for those of you who are lucky to have not let these crap tracks grace your ears. And he still sings these crap lyrics like he's Jailbird from The Simpsons. To even think about these lyrics nearly sends me into an narcoleptic coma. They are so boring. And there he goes again with that growing to like the taste of shit metaphor. Tyrion, try to not consume fecal matter as much as possible. It could help you write better lyrics. I'm taking back control with my knuckles, I'm taking back control with my knuckles, I'm taking back control with my knuckles, I'm taking back control with my knuckles. Smash it, burn it, break it, cut it, fuck them all. Here, it sounds like Ian is trying to tie in the theme of this band into this song, but it just sounds very blunted in its effectiveness, like the recycled line from a Slipknot song. And overall, it doesn't convince me by the slightest degree. The last quoted line makes me think of Limp Bizkit and that awful song Breaks Tough. Their drummer is not even metal looking and has a mohawk. His drumming is almost exclusively repetitive blast beats with no imaginative spin when there should be. Their guitarists are very generic and can't write a decent or memorable riff, even if it was written for them. They have absolutely nothing on the passionate maelstroms of Diamond Daryl. This is a very bad example of metal music, and guess what? It's overproduced and it makes far more in sales than any current bands have done recently, because the corporate American monsters are the ones pushing this lack of tact to these stupid fucking consumers. They are a stereotype of modern rock in general, with all that fist symbolism stupidity which us real rock and metal fans don't need to have reflecting our community. Just listen to Tool, if you want to hear songs about fists. Or, listen to Porcupine Tree,